for those who are new to the community, I see some of you have messaged me, letting me know that you're new to the community. Would love to introduce Atena. So, excuse me. So Atena is the CEO of Risk Free Marketing, and she has created AIpreneurs, an amazing vision that she has. And she created that with more than 40 years of marketing experience in mind and lots of fantastic background. So she worked with some of the biggest names in Australian business, brands like Showpo, Hello Molly, maybe some of you heard of these brands before, Jail, Kerwin Ray, and many more. And she has achieved phenomenal results, things that she's going to be sharing about today. She won the Skool Games. She won the 2 Club Award. She met a lot of amazing people and got world recognition because of her dedication and expertise and being the
Yes,
trailblazer.
they are bosses who are crushing it in the wine industry. Yes. Now,
Guys, if you don't mind, please unmute yourself.
Russian, absolutely. I don't know, was it coming from Carlene or from Andres, but that is on top, spot on, crushing in every industry. So a little bit more about Atina. So she was recognized in 2024 as the top female tech entrepreneur to watch in the AI space. And she was also nominated as the most innovative entrepreneur of the year last year in Australia. It was absolute honor. She was absolutely phenomenal and amazing. She's an international speaker. She spoke in China at the huge conference. She spoke in the States. She spoke in Australia in many amazing stages and alongside with some of the most sharpest minds in history and in the world. So we're so lucky to have Atina together today with us. And we're looking forward, Atina, to everything that you're going to share with us, your journey, your inspiration. And I'm pretty sure that all of you will learn so much. And before we start, also, I would like to share the link with you to the post. We're going to be doing the lucky draw, and you can post on the post, you can comment on the post, and you will have the chance to win in the lucky draw. So I'll send a little bit more details later in the chat, but now, Atina, the stage is yours.
Thank you so much, Tatiana, for the warm welcome. Hi, everyone. First of all, can we have the cameras on, please? Those of you that know me, I don't like to talk at the wall, and I would love to have a two-way interaction. If you can please turn your cameras on, that would be highly appreciated. I want to have all the cameras on. We don't care about your background. We don't care if you're in the bed. I work from bed a lot of times, and we're just going to be casual here. We're going to be comfortable. But if you can please have your cameras on, that would be highly appreciated. Tatiana, you may need to change your profile picture. She's lagging with my Zoom. Okay, guys, so who is excited for today? Who is excited? Just put it in chat if you're excited. We're going to share a lot of nuggets today. Make sure you make a lot of notes. And so the session is going to take roughly around 1.5 to 2 hours. Try to be very focused and try to be here, make lots of notes, and don't miss any piece at all. We're recording the session. We might make the recording available later on. We don't know. We need to make that decision. But for now, try to be present. And one other thing is that at the end of today, I'm going to be something really ridiculously that I've never done before. And we're going to gift you, to anyone that has done to the end of the session, we're going to give you our $1 million webinar funnel snapshot. So you could basically plug it onto your GHL or ClickFunnels and to be able to have the same webinar funnel built. That webinar funnel could be sold for hundreds of thousands because it generated over $1 million for us, just one offer, one webinar. So yes, try to stay until the end. We're not going to share this after this call. So only the people that are going to stay until the end of this call, they're going to get access to their snapshots. And so yeah, try to be present. I'm telling you, like my team was telling me, Atena, you're crazy. You could sell it for like $50,000, $100,000. And I just decided, like, I do crazy things sometimes, and I just decided to do that. Some of the lucky you that are going to be having access to that, and you can plug it into your system and you could start generating money. So yeah, very exciting. So first of all, again, if you guys are not in the free community yet, please feel free to join. Tatsana can pop the link again. These master classes that we do every 2 weeks, we give lots of value. Every 2 weeks, the master classes are different topic. We share like anything about marketing, about AI. So they are only exclusive to the people in our community, AIpreneurs community. So if you're not part of the AIpreneurs community, please join now. And yeah, and it's about page. Yes, here we go. We got a link, and participate in the post. So Tatiana going to refer to the post link again and again. So the reason that we want that is that so what happens historically is that you guys give us a lot of like amazing feedback, what you learn, your takeaways, your breakthroughs, and then it go to the Zoom finishes, no one's gonna read that, right? So it's gonna be disabled. So we decided that instead of just trying to put your comments in the Zoom about what you learned, what your takeaways, put it in a post in the Skool. And so everyone else can take advantage of that too. And at the end of the day, we're gonna have hundreds of comments, and then everyone, you can see the other people's perspective takeaway, right? So this is really good. It becomes basically a summary of the today's call from different people's perspective. And the people that haven't joined, they can take advantage of it. And also, I decided today that I'm going to give my best-selling course, which is the AIpreneurs AI Accelerator course. It is our best-selling course ever. It's available for purchase for $1,000, but one person that leave the comment going to win that course for free. If you already have that course, we give you an alternative course, so don't worry about that. The more comments that you put, the more chance of winning, because it depends on the number of the comments. Obviously, the comments have to have value. So definitely try to do that. I'm telling you, it's worth it. That's an amazing course. It's going to give you access to a lot of like a top AI softwares to learn, the prompts. There's so much in that course available. So yeah, definitely it's worth it. Try to do the comment and be engaged. Does it sound good? Yeah. All right. So let me share my screen. 0 to million in 10 months. I just want to start with a disclaimer. Our success stories that I'm going to share with you all today is not typical result, right? So we all know that. Like building seven-figure business in a couple of months is not typical. It's usually happen 1 in a million. However, so what I want to say that achieving this similar level of the success depends on so many factors. It's not just one factor. It's about individual effort. It's about the mindset. It's about the experience. It's about the business background, right? So it's a combination of all of that. And while this is a strategy and framework that have led to significant results for many others, we have a lot of our members in the paid community that get significant results. They're building six-figure business, making the first 20K deal in a couple of weeks. This is happening for our paid community. However, it's still that require consistent application, adaptability, commitment to see the substantial outcome, right? So I would love to make that disclaimer that whatever I share with you guys today, I'm going to help you to be able to model us what we did, that we could have a success, our marketing strategy, our tactics, so you can go model us and to be able to get similar success. However, it's a success is just tactic is only 20%, 80% in mindset and other things. So yeah, I would love to make that disclaimer at the beginning. So I'm going to go through a little bit my personal journey. For those of you that don't know me, because you're going to start on what happened in that 10 months, okay? So this is like a step-by-step of what happened. So in 2023 and early 2024, that's when I started getting obsessed with AI. Basically, I started saying, having a marketing background, coming from the marketing background, ChatGPT launch, I could see an opportunity. I'm like, this is amazing. However, ChatGPT is not good. You need to train it. So I started getting obsessed with prompt engineering, and I ended up becoming a prompt engineer by accident. And basically, that's what it is. So I started creating a prompt book of 250 pages for anything to do in marketing, from emails, from the automations, from the Facebook campaigns, from the funnels. And then I could also master over 100 AI softwares, a combination of the AI software with the prompt, what you could do together. I completely revolutionized the marketing with AI and created my own AI marketing framework. And I've done all of that while I was on a maternity leave. I had a very small child, a 1-year-old child, and I was looking after the toddler at the same time. And the reason I'm saying that is that, like no matter what our personal circumstances, that we are a mom, we working full time, anything it is, I just want to show you guys that is possible, right? So it's no excuses here. When we really want to go all in the business and having that big goals, we just go and we do whatever it takes. So this is a bit of a snapshot of my prompt book. This is my marketing framework that I revolutionized with AI, lead gen, leading in nature, customer service. I'm not going to go through that. We did another masterclass a couple of weeks ago that I went very deep dive about my framework. That's the why AI is non-negotiable. So Tatiana, maybe you can pop the link in the chat about why AI is non-negotiable in 2025. So in that masterclass, we went deep dive about that. If any of them want to find out about my marketing framework and how do I do everything with AI, you guys can refer to that masterclass. That's a very good masterclass as well. And there are bits and pieces of that masterclass we cover today, and we go a bit more deep dive. So this is basically my 2023. And so I spent basically a year getting obsessed with it and not monetizing it, just trying to revolutionize and do lots of innovation. 2024 February, I started launching what I achieved with AI to the world, and I started my very, very first business that's called the Risk Free Marketing. It's a Sydney company. We're based in Sydney, Australia. And I launched my very first webinar because I understood about that. If I want to scale fast, the only way I can do it with no team, I had absolutely zero team. The only way to be able to do that is by doing one-to-many approach, right? And I knew that's my only chance because I had really, really, really big goals. So I launched my AI Marketing Accelerator course, which we're gonna go deep dive today about this. How did I create this? Why this campaign was so successful? We go a little bit more deep dive about this one. And then in April 2024, I launched my very, very first ever course, which is the 10x AI Marketing Accelerator course, the bestseller. This is the course that you guys gonna get access, the recording of it for free today, for the lucky draw. So for lucky draw, one person gonna get access to it. However, if you want to have access to the course, we sell it for $997 in the free community. So we basically had the 50 active students. So we sold it to 70 people, but 50 of them were active. The other 20 weren't doing much. So we call them Original 50. We created a movement of Original 50. They are the very first 50 people that actually, they had any, they were my first 50 clients basically. So this is how the course looked like, and we built it on the ClickFunnels. So then May and June 2024, that's when I found out about the Skool. I found out about the Skool, a friend just, I was walking on the beach, she told me, hey, Atana, have you heard of the Skool? And I was like, yeah, I heard of it, I never tried. And then what I did, I was like, well, okay, I've seen the Alex Hormoz's post about Skool game. I don't know what it is, and I don't understand it. She said, like, Atana, go to the Skool, this AI company is crushing it. And I was like, okay, then I go to the Skool, I open the committee, I'm like, holy crap, what is this? What do I do? What is Classroom? Like, I absolutely had no idea how it works, but there is something that I knew, something my gut feeling, because I so much believe in fate. And I always, a lot of times that I would make a decision about business or love, I go with my gut feeling. And my gut feeling told me, Atana, this is the future. Skool is a small now. In the future, it's going to be next Facebook. Understanding about who's the founder, who are the founders behind the Skool, and understanding their mission and personality and their success. I knew they're going to make it there. Then I'm like, okay, this is a great opportunity, so I'm gonna go all in. So when I opened my Skool committee, I said that, okay, so by the end of this year, I want to be a Skool game winner. I want to win the Cybertruck because I had a Cybertruck as a prize for the first winner. And I'm also going to have all the break record in Skool. They're completely unreasonable goal, completely unreasonable. Like someone completely new to Skool, there is already 40,000 communities that are so established in the Skool. They've been in the Skool for like years, established branding, everything there. All of a sudden a newbie comes and say, I have a couple of months, I give it to myself to be able to be a Skool game winner and achieve all of this. Completely unreasonable. And why I'm saying that is because it's just a mindset. Business is 80% mindset. You just need to set up those big goals, and you're going to say, I'm going to do whatever it takes, right? But you really have to do whatever it takes. You just have to work so hard. And also, obviously, tactic helps too. One of the things that I've learned, one of the skills that really, really helped me across all the innovation that I did in AI, and also all of the achievement, is because of the pattern recognition, right? So I've learned the skill set of the pattern recognition from Tony Robbins a couple of years ago, and I practiced that over and over and over. Pattern recognition means that you just go model someone that already succeeded. Okay, you go model someone that already succeeded. What does it mean? That if you go and study all of the successful people, let's say that if you want to build a funnel, you want to become the best community in the Skool, you have to go and model those that already succeeded. So what I did was that I went and joined the top 10 Skool community at that time. And all I did that, I'm not doing any tutorial. There's no tutorial available, right? I'm saying I'm gonna figure this shit out myself. And I gave myself 1 or 2 weeks to figure it out. I went and joined all the top 10 community in the Skool, and I said, okay, so let me see what they're doing. I literally started, I studied what they're doing. I started creating, okay, now I can see a pattern. There is a reason, there is a common things between all of them that they are successful. I studied that. I started making a list of exactly why they're successful. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to model what they did. I'm going to double down on that. And also what is missing in here, right? Pattern recognition, pattern utilization, and pattern creation. Pattern creation is usually come from when you get very good in pattern recognition, then you're going to create your own pattern. That's something that you do unique that no one else in the world did. So this is what I did. That's why I had so much success in the Skool. And a lot of people say, how come in a couple of months you could go from 0 to having like a 7,000 members from 110 countries, and on top of that become #1 community in the Skool, the highest earner, #1 break recorder, everything. Like we broke all the break record in the school in only a couple of months. It's just because of the skill set of the pattern recognition and modeling, right? And I'm going to teach you guys today a little bit about that. So that's basically what happened. So that was May and June. And then very quickly after, I started getting recognition globally about top female tech entrepreneur to watch 2024 leading AI and entrepreneur of the year. I started getting some PR and getting recognition worldwide, and my article has been established around like 110 publications. July 2024, that was my first public speaking or the gig. I got invited to speak in the Power of the Success in Sydney. That was a huge conference, 1,000 people. That was my very, very first experience of doing public speaking in front of the very big audience. But that was really amazing. I share about all of the revolution that I did with AI. I share about the basically like a framework and everything that I did. I share with the whole audience. That was exceptionally successful, and that was the beginning of me getting a lot of global recognition, because a lot of people said, okay, who is she? How could she do that? And by that time, we had a lot of success with the AI Accelerator course and the people that we could help. We had the non-figure entrepreneurs and customers by this time. And that's what I share. So if you guys want to see the recording of my speech, it's available in my Instagram. Maybe Tatiana, if you don't mind to share the link to my Instagram so people can go and watch. It's actually one of the pin posts, so you can go and watch the whole recording about what we talk about.
Absolutely.
And yeah, that's just a bit of picture. And these are some of the people that I shared the stage with. There was a lot of our successful entrepreneurs on the stage, the founder of the Reebok, and then you guys can recognize these faces. And in August 2024, I launched my very, very first AI marketing bootcamp. It's about a 3 days intensive bootcamp that we help people to launch the funnels, ads, and email sequence, everything as a done with you service. So we had 60 business owners attended. That was very fun. September 2024, that's when I founded the AI Partners Business Lab. That was our own AI marketing software. That's a Dubai-based company, AI Partners. So basically, this whole company has been launched around that when I could see the issue. So I had the bootcamp then, I had the AI Accelerator course, and we're getting that success stories, but the success stories more talking about learning, right? All of the reviews that I'm reading, we got like over 50 plus 5-star reviews out of those 2 courses. And then I'm just going reviewing the testimonial, and I never say I've learned this, I've learned now. I'm like, okay, so people just learning, they're not making money. So we started to study what is the reason. We realized that even though that we teach them about the using the prompts, so I would give them like a prompt, I would give them a strategy, everything, they still need execution, right? The people still don't go execute. So the problem execution, I was like, how can I make the execution easier? So that's basically this AI Partners Business Lab born behind that. Basically what I would call a fail course, but a lot of people would say absolutely successful course. So yeah, it's basically born around that to be able to make everything easy marketing. So basically, don't worry about the prompt, don't worry about explaining your business. You basically can go get your entire marketing campaign done every single way for the whole year. You just go train a VA, and then you can build the funnels. You could do emails, you could do content, everything you want to do. Then you don't have to think about how to do it. You create a business context, then you do. So basically, that software is just going to execute everything for you that you learned in the course, right? So it's execution. It's designed based on the execution. And then shortly after, I got invited to speak in China about this AI Partners Business Lab, which was we call it like the latest revolution in the AI industry in 2024. And my speech was really interesting in China. It was about I basically had a Steve Jobs style a speech that I basically come, and then I said, every now and then a revolutionary product happened that changes everything. This year, this is what I'm going to introduce you guys, AI Partners Business Lab. And I had very much like a Steve Jobs style of when he has the iPhone, when he launched the iPhone. So that was a very, very interesting presentation. I haven't got a chance to share that video yet, but I'll definitely share it in the Instagram at some point. So try to follow me on Instagram, and you could get the recording of the full speech. So yeah, that was a 4 days conference, and I spoke every single day on that conference on the different topic and panel speaking and stuff. Amazing experience. October 2024, I won the award of the finalist for the most innovative of the year Australia. Yes, guys, I was competing with huge company. I was competing with eBay, Google, really huge company. And I was so shocked that me as a startup are in the list with them, next to them. And that was just really, really amazing to be able to get that award. And I was very shocked. And I got in my Instagram, I shared that when I found about that, I started crying. And just realizing, oh no, like your whole life could change in like only a couple of months, a year. It just once you have the right product and you seriously have a solution to a big problem, then it doesn't take long to get get the recognition and compete with the giant industry. So that all I'm gonna say, it's possible, but obviously I've worked so hard. I've done so much sacrifices in the last 2 years, and no party, no distraction, just work, being very focused. But yeah, it's just what's possible. November, I visited the Skool HQ in LA, met so many amazing people. Some of you can recognize these faces, and then also our first expo. So we had our ARpreneurs, where the sponsors a very big event in LA. That's why I flew to LA in November. So we were one of the sponsors, and this is basically me speaking in the mega. So that's the event that we were one of the sponsors. So that was a big celebrity business conference, over 1,000 people, and I shared the stage with so many amazing celebrities. And yeah, I also talk about the latest revolutionary product, ARpreneurs Business Lab. We will drop the recording of this speech also in the Instagram very soon. And then I also won the Skool game in November. So November has been very eventful. I was traveling quite a bit, and in the middle of being a Skool game and competing with the huge companies, we basically could win the #1. We won the Cybertruck. We could have the break record of 315K MRR, monthly recurring revenue, in 30 days, basically. Won a Cybertruck and became #1 community in the school. Great achievement. And I met with the Alex Hormozy and Sam Owen in January. That was a really great experience. I did a mastermind with them. And also Tatiana, maybe you can share the link. I did have a session sharing about what happened in that mastermind. I did in our paid community, but I believe that there is one of my posts that it says that if you comment, then we're happy to unlock that course for you, because there has been a course, we could unlock it for you. So if you guys want to get, that was amazing course I did about my takeaway from spending a day with these two amazing people, very successful entrepreneurs, and what I learned. And we spent like about a week with all the other 25 Skool game winners, learned a lot from all of them. So that was a very good session. And that's the result of our achievement. What happened December 2024? We wanted to come club. Just shortly after winning the Skool game, we found out that we wanted to come club as well. And so our webinar funnel started generated $1 million in revenue. And then I met with the founder of the ClickFunnels, and you recognize Russell Brunson's face last month. And yeah, I collected my award. And then also we came #2 in the Alex Hormozy had another competition, 100 competition, that said who is going to generate the most revenue from $0, started from zero, most revenue in 3 months. So we basically came #2. We could generate 627K USD in 3 months just for this particular competition. And then, yeah, so basically my journey on 10 months only, right? It's actually continued after that, because we had our first mastermind as well in the Vegas. So I just quickly going to share with you guys about our mastermind. I'm not going to share the screen, but you guys can go and watch the video of what happened in the mastermind later on. So if you go to our About page, this is basically a short cap of what happened in our mastermind. And then you can see in this picture as well. This is our picture of a bootcamp. This is a picture of a mastermind in Vegas. It's only happened a couple of weeks ago. So yeah, that's also what we did. Gonna go back to the presentation. So yeah, my journey. February 2024, I started journey from $0. And I had basically no team, no money. So no funding, no team, right? And there's one thing that I want to mention to you guys. I've never ever at any point of my business journey thought about getting investor. Never ever. Getting investor is just going to take you so much energy, and the energy that you're putting into getting investment, you could build your own empire. You don't need to have an investor. And you just go spend months or years to get an investment. And if you spend that time to build your own business, you would have a lot more success. And it's such a big mistake to get an investment at the beginning when you only have an idea, because they're going to get 95% equity. if you're lucky to get that, you only need to think of getting invested when you can make your first $1 million. And then you're gonna say, okay, no, I need help. I want to go from 1 million to 100. I want to go from 1 million to 10. When you have those big goals, then you start getting some help. At the beginning of that, you have an idea. You just don't go down the path of getting invested. It's just such a waste of time. So I never, because I just went to the pitch night last night. It was a pitch competition, and then everyone I talked to, entrepreneurs, they just like spending months or years to get an investment, and they just have an idea. I was like, another company I talked to last night, and then I met them a year ago, and the guy wasn't even making six figure yet. After a year, I'm like, okay, why are you not progressing? And he said that because I still haven't got an investor, because he's looking at the investment under the rescue boat. He's looking for an investor to come rescue him. Like, why are you not looking at yourself? Why you expect other people to give their money to you to rescue you? And you haven't even had proof of concept yet. You go and then make so much money, so much client, build a brand, build those testimonial, and then you're gonna say to the investor, say, you know what? This is the proof. This is a proof that number one, I'm the person that's going to work hard, and my personality is going to take the business to be 7 figure, 8 figure, 9 figure. Number two, the market likes it. And it's just a big mistake. A lot of these entrepreneurs' failure that I've seen in the startup world is because they were looking for the investment very, very early on. They wasted time. So you don't need to have investor. You don't need to have a team to start a business, right? You could literally start it by just mastering about AI and the strategy that we're teaching you today. And you just, every single day, learn, execute. Imperfect execution, that's what you need to do. You do a lot of imperfect execution until you get really good. That's how it takes. So that I was going to mention to you in case that someone in this call is thinking about, like investor, and then they think like investor is the rescue boat, right? Okay, so anyway, so that was that. And then during the whole 2024, I become an international speaker, speaking on bigger stages, received multiple industry awards, and in December 2024, achieved a multi-millionaire status, 7-figure entrepreneur. So why I'm saying all of this? Number one, impossible is mainly untried. What we want to do is that my mission is to impact 1 million entrepreneurs, right? I have a very big mission. I have big goals, but I have big mission. And to be able to do that, all I know that it takes is that the entrepreneurs need to be able to get rid of the rules and a false objection of it takes 20 years to build a business. It takes this and that. As if you don't mind to unmute yourself. Mute yourself, please. Yeah, so and also to tell you that if you can master AI, if you can take action every day, you get the coach and guidance, this is possible. This sort of result is possible, right? So that's why I'm saying all of this. And no matter what your personal circumstances, and a lot of you working full time, and you're gonna say, you know what, I work full time. There's no excuse. You work full time. What about 5 a.m. to 9 a.m.? What about 5 p.m. to 9 p.m.? You still have an extra 8 hours a day that you could work on your business, right? So it's when you want something to achieve, you do whatever it takes. And unfortunately, there's going to be some point of life you have to do the short-term sacrifice for long-term benefit. This is what it takes. I don't know any successful entrepreneur in this world that they didn't work hard at some point of their life. And it's quite, I would say, impossible to achieve this sort of result by not working hard. So you need to work hard, you need to have tactic, and you need to have a right mindset. It's a triangle, the three things you need to have to be able to get this sort of result. And the combination of all of the three. If you don't have right mindset, you cannot achieve it, because you're constantly going to say, I'm not good enough, I'm not going to achieve it. The energy is the source of the success. You need to have a very big confidence, energy, and you go all in. So no, the question is, how did we do it? Who's excited for this part? That was a bit of introduction. Who's excited? Put in the chat if you're excited about how did we do it, Atana. So tell us about everything from details, from the very first day you started. What was your funnel look like? What was your marketing strategy? Put in the chat if you're excited. And if I'm going to get 30 response, then I'm going to go through the rest.
Drop a fire emoji. Drop a fire emoji if you're excited.
Yes, definitely try to be very focused, guys. So we're going to share a lot of the details and try to make lots of notes. Fantastic. I love those emojis. I love this bonfire heart emoji. I think that's something like a new emoji, isn't it? Like I've just seen it for the last 2-3 months. Started seeing that. All right, and guys, again, just a reminder, Tatiana popped the link again. Please put your takeaways. From now onwards, there's going to be a lot of nuggets. please put it in the chat. If you're not part of the free community, please join it. And number two is that stick around until the end. I'm gonna give you guys a $1 million funnel snapshot that value over 100,000. And I know it's ridiculous, but you have to stay until the end of this call. If you leave, unfortunately, you're gonna miss out on that. So you have to be really, really make notes, stay until the end, and we're gonna share that with you at the end of today. Sounds good? All right, so now I'm gonna share the slide. How did we do it? Number one, mindset, 80%. So honestly, the 80% of the reason that I succeeded is a mindset. I would say like even 90%. So because the tactic is something that we give a lot of people, like look at other people in our paid program, right? There are only about 10% of the people that are getting success, that they're making money, they build the proper businesses and stuff. The rest don't. Why? This is what we study because they don't have the right mindset. They don't put the work, they don't show up, they just have shiny penny syndrome, they just keep switching, they're not focused, like time management, mindset, like all of these things, commitment. This is the number one rule to be able to succeed in a business is this. And this is what we study. The people that have success in our program are the people that have the right mindset. What is a mindset means? Letting go of the rules and negativity first. Basically, what we want to say, we want to, and setting up the unreasonable goal, because when our goals are too small, unfortunately, we're not going to work hard for it. Imagine if I had a small goal. If I had a small goal that I didn't say I want to win a Skool game, I want to become number one community. And even then, when I started business in February last year, I knew I'm going to win the Tacoma Cup. I said, I'm going to do whatever it takes. I'm going to build a 7-figure business this year. I set my goals then when I started business, and everything was unknown then. I didn't know the how. I didn't know the how. I didn't know what I'm going to do. I didn't know anything. All I knew was what I want to achieve and the why. The why, it really matters. We did have a session 2 weeks ago, guys, about I think it was actually last week, about the Funnel Hacking Live and what I learned in the Funnel Hacking Live. The recording is still available for another, I think, 48 hours or another 24 hours. There is a post, maybe Tatsana, if you can share the link to that post and to the course. If you guys haven't watched it yet, there was that course that I did was just for the paid community, but we decided to actually make it available for 72 hours for the free community. That was really, really good course that we really deeply cover about the why, storytelling. Your story is what's going to help you to actually succeed in a business. So we went really deep dive into that. Make sure that you go watch it. If you haven't watched it yet, it's going to be available for another day after this call, and go watch it. Letting go of the rules. You know, those traditional rules that you need to make at least 200 contents in the social media to be able to get your first lead. You need to do at least 100,000 then to be able to expand it. Like there's so many people try to set you the rules, and the moment that you let go of the rules, that's everything changes. It's going to say, I'm going to let go of a rule, I'm going to define a rule, I'm going to have the break record, and I'm going to show the world what's possible. This is the type of the mindset that I had. I was constantly looking for the ways to be able to have break records, to be able to show the world what's possible, because what happens is that when the other people can see what's possible, they're going to try for it. Right? This is what happens. It's like the story of the Roger Bannister. The Roger Bannister that could have have a break record of the 4-minute mile. Has anyone heard of the story of the Roger Bannister? Put in the chat yes if you heard of the story of him. Roger Bannister? Yeah. Yes. So everyone did. Yeah. So that's very important. So that's basically all it started. I'm like okay, so the Roger Bannister story. And I said that I'm going to be the Roger Bannister story in the marketing, in the entrepreneurship. And I made that decision. And that's to be able to do that, of course, you have to let go of the rules. It's Roger Bannister. Everyone, the old doctors, his coaches, everyone told him it's human body is impossible to run a mile in under 4 minutes. It's like impossible. Your heart would explode. You would die immediately. Everyone, the whole world told him it's impossible. He said that I will show you what's possible. It must be a way. I create a way. This guy, why he could have the break record and become world number one on it? Because of his mindset. Because he just didn't want to believe it's impossible. He just wanted to prove the world that with the right mindset and the practice, he did lots of practice, and he shared, obviously there is a video that showed his strategy, how he could do that. But basically he could do that. And then this is the interesting thing about the Roger Bannister. Actually, let me show you guys the picture of it. I have it here. This is basically, it's a May 6th, 1954. This is the interesting part. The moment this guy have the break record of the 4-minute mile, 46 days later, then the next runner could have the same break record. And then since then, it has been hundreds of thousands of the runners that could have the same break record. Why? It took only for one person to prove what's possible. The moment that he proved what's possible, all the other runners say, you know what? If Roger could do that, I could do that too. Then all of a sudden, everyone's achieving the same result, right? So this is how it is. So I made a decision that we do the same thing in the business world and showing that the business that entrepreneurship doesn't have to be hard, because 98% of the businesses fail, unfortunately. And this is just a presentation on how to make a success. That what you guys watching, 98% of the businesses fail in the first 10 years. And unfortunately, that's a fact. And the reason being is that that's why I decided to change this statistic. I was like, I have a very big mission of impacting a million entrepreneurs. I'm like, I'm going to change this statistic because this is coming from a trauma or tragic personal story that this became my mission. Basically, yeah, to change this statistic. And I said that the moment everyone say that it doesn't have to be like that, then the whole entrepreneurship world is going to change. So yeah, so letting go of the rules, have the why, because business get very hard, guys. And at every stage of the business, you have new challenges that come into your way and you constantly get a slap on your face. And it's just a situation that you need to have a strong why to keep going. Otherwise, it's very, very easy to give up. Like I'll have those moments of giving up myself at that kind of say why I'm even doing this, like why I'm doing all of the sacrifices. And then when I asked myself that question, I remember the why again. I remember the impact that I want to have on the world. I remember the friend that I lost because of the failure that she had in entrepreneurship. I remember all of that. I remember all of the people that depend on this innovation to be able to change their life. This why it just keep me going. If it why is usually something that is just focus on yourself, unfortunately, when you focus on yourself, then you're gonna say, I'm not gonna do all the sacrifices. I'm not gonna sacrifice my sleep, my entertainment and everything because you care about yourself, right? But if your care is come outside of the thinking about yourself, think about your family, think about your employees, think about your children, think about the world, think about the people that depends on you, think about your generational wealth that you're going to create. Like you think about something outside yourself, that's what you keep you driving, and that's when you're not going to give up. So this why is very important, and that become part of your story. And so definitely go watch the recording of the Funnel Hacking Live Part 1 that we go deep dive. Setting unreasonable goal. This is something I learned from Tony Robbins. Tony Robbins says that if you want to be able to push yourself out of your comfort zone and achieve those amazing results, you have to set unreasonable goal. He's actually had a book that when I attended the Date with Destiny with him, that was I think in December 2023. He went deep dive into the fact that the first book that he ever launched, it was setting reasonable goal. The goals have to be reasonable. Like that a lot of the coaches tell us that you have to set up a reasonable goal. And then Tony Robbins completely changed my mindset about that. He said that if you want to achieve those amazing results and become the top 1% of the successful entrepreneur, you must set up a reasonable goal. And this is what all of the successful entrepreneurs do, because unreasonable goals is going to push you out of your comfort zone. And if your goals are too small, you're not going to work hard and you're not going to think out of the box. So that's when I decided to set up unreasonable goal. And that was the beginning of my mindset shift about, goal setting. Unreasonable goal, that means unreasonable action, guys. Of course, you cannot go say that I want to make $1 million business in 10 months or a year, and then you just go party, you work 7 hours a day. Like this doesn't work like that. When you set up unreasonable goal, unfortunately, it comes with a price. The price is eliminated the distraction completely. You need to have a discipline of waking up at the same time every day, working so hard, not giving up, being hungry for success, eliminating negative people in life. This is super important. This is what I did last year. I basically started completely going cave woman, completely ceased the contact with all the friends, family, with everyone, and just surrounded myself by successful people that constantly were driving me. So I don't know, you can do it. Because unfortunately, the people that are under you, they don't understand you. When we go and tell them your goals, they say you lost your mind, right? So many people told me I'm crazy, I lost my mind, it's impossible. And that's why I decided that, you know what, okay, I'll show you what's possible. You can tell me it's impossible, but I'll prove what's possible. So I decided to eliminate that. And surrounding yourself with the like-minded people, this is super, super important. In the Funnel Hacking Live Part 1, I share about the importance of surrounding yourself, and I share about that I met the billionaires in the Funnel Hacking Live, and I hang out with them for a couple of days. So many successful entrepreneurs, and I said that was a breakthrough for me because it took me to the next level. Just surrounding myself with these people, because the people that higher than you, they lift you up. And I always say that you need to go to a room that you are the person that is that making the least money, and everyone in that room must be above you, because that's what's going to take you up. That's going to change your mindset. So that's basically what it takes, right? So this is a combination of all of this. And the other one that I want to mention is the time and energy management. Energy is a source of success, Tony Robbins. I'm going to share a little bit more about the energy management in the next Funnel Hacking Live Part 2, which is, guys, is going to be here. So then every 2 weeks, we have a free masterclass in the community. This one. So this masterclass, we're going to change the title, but that's going to be the Funnel Hacking Live. I just popped the link in the chat. Funnel Hacking Live Part 2. Make sure you attend it. That's when we're going to go a bit more deep dive into all of these things that I'm discussing. I'll pop the link here. All right. So yeah, energy management is very important. Your state has to be high. If you have a low state, it's impossible for you to be able to work hard and not get burnout. So to be able to avoid the burnout and to be able to be very focused, you need to have a very high state, high energy. You need to be kind of like, being kind of yes mode 90% of the time. If you're going to be in down mode, it's you can't do it. You're going to give up first week, not give up first month. It's energy is very important. We're going to teach you guys about some techniques you can use for the energy management that I've learned from Tony Robbins myself. And that's going to help you go with that. Take a screenshot of this page, guys, because this is super important. I'm telling you, success is 80%. This is the foundation of it. Tactics, no worries, we give you the tactics, but this is what you guys need. Take a screenshot of that and make sure that you're really set and committed about what it takes to be successful in terms of mindset. Number 2, what was it? Tactics, a strategy, 20%. So what we did? Okay, so we basically built an automated money-making machine with AI. Okay, and you gotta tell, okay, I don't know, what does it mean? Can you go do the breakdown? We basically call it leverage, right? Just put in a chat leverage, because you're going to remember this word. Just put in chat leverage. Okay, so this is what we want to do. You're going to remember to be able to have to take over the industry, to become the industry leader, you need to focus on leverage. How do we do it? The leverage means that we build something once, we use it over and over and over. The number one mistake that all the entrepreneurs make, that they constantly want to make new things. They want to make constantly new copy about the funnel, constantly want to do, okay, they want to do everything. They want to be perfect in everything. I want to do content creation. I want to build a funnel. I want to do podcasts. I want to do event. I want to do webinar. They literally want to do everything. It doesn't work like that, guys. You just need to perfect one thing. Leverage. Perfect one thing, then you use it over and over and over for months or years to come. I know, like, again, pattern recognition, right? I've read a lot of books. I studied a lot of successful people, and all of these successful people, they only have one perfect offer, one perfect funnel, one strategy that made them to be millionaire, 7-figure, 8-figure, even 9-figure. And we share with you guys in the Funnel Hacking Live Part 1 that basically what made it Russell Brunson to be 9-figure a company, it was one funnel only. One funnel that he used it over and over and over, right? So this is what you guys need to understand. Focus on one thing, perfect one thing that can make you millions of dollars, not 1,000 things. Podcast doesn't bring you any money. Just go build one funnel, paid advertising, one-to-many approach, create the automation in the background, just set it to over and over and over. That's what you need to do to be able to be focused. Again, it's back to the mindset again. You need to be focused on doing one thing, perfect one thing, before you switch to the second thing, rather to being like amateur in 1,000 different things, because that's unfortunately where the failure happened. You get overwhelmed, and that's what doesn't work. And I understood what it takes to be successful. That's why I was very focused last year on only one thing, and I could perfect it. That's a $1 million funnel we're going to give you at the end of the today. So basically, this is what happened. Step 1, there are 4 steps. Okay, so make a note. There are 4 steps. You need to find the leads. That's the very first step of any business, is finding the leads, not a perfect product. That's another thing. A lot of these entrepreneurs I talk to that they fail is because they got CTO in the company. They spent 200,000 on a CTO to build a perfect product. And I'm like, well, you don't need to have a CTO. You could literally come an imperfect product and then go and find the lead to see if the market wants your product. Then you're perfect as you go. So what happened when we launched our software? Was it perfect? No. When we launched our software, we basically did zero beta testing, no testing at all. We launched it to the market. We made 300K in the first 3 weeks of launch. And then we were like, okay, the market loves it. And then when we started getting that many customers, then the customers started providing us feedback. And as they were providing us feedback, we were just perfected our imperfect software, right? Does it make sense? Right? You launch something that is imperfect, you go test in the market, you get the customer provide you feedback, then you perfect it. Because the best way to be able to perfect any product is the customers giving you feedback, right? This is the best way. So that's basically what it did. So that's step one in find the leads, right? So I would say imperfect product and then find a lead. So let me just change this a little bit. Imperfect product. I would say MVP, minimum viable product, then find leads, right? Lead generation. So all the businesses, the problem is they don't have any customers, they don't have any leads. So that's the first step. You need to have leads. The step two, you need to grab the lead's attention, right? Because it's not just about the lead. What about if you get a lead and the lead just doesn't engage with your business at all, or they don't buy from you, they don't engage with you? So we have to make sure that we could grab their attention. And number three is that we need to convert them with the one-to-many approach. And number four is we need to do follow up with them, because a lot of usually 90% or 90+% of the lead that we get is they're not going to make a decision at the first place, and we have to follow them. We have to be omnipresent and follow up. So we need to create an automated follow-up system to be able to nurture them back to your funnel again, to be able to convert them. So this is basically 4 simple steps, right? You need to be able to create the automated money-making machine. And we do all of that with AI. I'm going to show you that how we're going to do. So this automated system designed to leverage the AI technology and every step, allowing to build a powerful, efficient process that can be used repetitively to drive your business forward. All right. So number one, so we're going to go through all of these 4. Number one is finding leads. How do we find the leads? So what we used to do pre-AI, okay? So I'm going to tell you guys about what we used to do pre-AI, or what a lot of the marketers are still doing. I would say that majority of the Facebook marketers, they're still doing the same thing because they're not aware, they haven't deep dive into AI yet. So what we used to do pre-AI, we used to basically import our customer list, or for example, we find an audience that is, whether it's a customers, whether it's our email list, we used to import them into the Facebook and then create a lookalike audience, right? And we used to say, okay, you create an audience similar to this, because if these are my customers, I want to have people like that. So this is what we used to do, right? So you basically go there, or you can say, oh, I want to, for example, it could be resources from your customer list, could be from your website, create a lookalike audience. That's how we used to do that. So I'm just going to click on it. You guys can see. But what do we do now with AI? And what did we do ourselves? Okay, so what we did was very different. We were like, you know what? We're going to try this AI feature of the Facebook that called the Advantage Audience. You can take a picture of this. This Advantage Audience is we let the AI or Facebook to decide who's going to be your perfect audience based on the text in your ad, the text in your creative. The AI or Facebook is going to decide the best for you. So you basically don't set up any demographic at all. You don't say this age group, this country, you set up nothing. And basically then you just activate the use Advantage Audience. That's all you do. So basically with this strategy combination with how your ads has to be, that was an absolute killing campaign. That was our the killing marketing campaign for the ads. Of course, we tried A/B tested some other campaigns too. We had some targeted one. For example, we targeted the people interested in Russell Brunson. We targeted the marketers. We had different type of campaign, but this campaign was the best-selling campaign. It gave us the highest return on investment. And that's what I'm sharing with you guys. So if you guys haven't heard of it or haven't explored it, it's something that one of our secrets about why our Facebook advertising was so successful was because of this. So take a screenshot of that and let me know if you're all good to go to the next point. All good with here? Yeah. All right. Okay. Let's go to the next. Grabbing attentions with AI. How do we do that, right? So Facebook ads, basically the ad copy. So you created that Facebook campaign. The Facebook campaign is really good to find your right audience, your right customer, and then it go and show the ads to the right people. So we had step number 1 done. Now we could attract the leads. Step number 2, that the leads need to click on our ad, right? So we need to grab the attention. This is why it's very, very important. This is just a screenshot of our ads for the $1 million funnel that we were doing. So you guys can see how it look like. We obviously pause all the ads, post the Skool game because of the we were scaling way too fast. So we had to pause all of our marketing campaigns. Very temporary. But basically that's it. But you can see what I want to bring your attention. You can see that I'm calling out my audience in the ad. I say, attention funnel hackers, agency owners, marketers, right? So this is what it matters. If you want to have any, like the people ask me all the time, is that, okay, how can I find alternative people that are making at least $100,000 if that's my audience? Just call them in an ad. It said low 6-figure entrepreneurs making 100,000 a year. Do you want to go from 100,000 to a million? You just call them out and then go and use this advantage audience. Then the Facebook exactly know who to find for you. That's it. Very simple formula. You don't need to have like a complicated targeting, the age group, this and that, because we just overcomplicate things. And then as Tony Robbins says, complication is the enemy of the execution. You keep it simple. You let the Facebook to design and then you call them out on the ad, right? That's what we did. We called them out on the ad. And how did we create the ads? And that's another thing. Why our ads were super successful? Because we model. We model after a couple of other ads. We actually use our tool to be able. So everything that guys we do in our business, we use our tool. We use AIpreneurs Business Lab, our software to do that, writing ads, writing the copy. So we're basically using our tool to do everything. And we're going to show you guys how it works. So what I'm going to do today is that I'm going to pick one business out of the audience, and I'm going to show you guys how we do the modeling and how we write the ads, or how we write the funnel, how we make the funnel with the tool. So you guys can see it takes like under 5-10 minutes to be able to do that very quickly to execute. But I'll pick someone from the audience. So be prepared. If you have a good website, that the website has good information, and let us know, volunteer, and then we're going to show you guys how it works. So grabbing attention with the AI is very, very important to be able to call out your audience in the ad, attention, have that, and to be able to write the copy using the our software, or you could just use the modeling. Number 3. So basically, okay, yeah. So we basically built it once and it worked 24/7. Continuous lead conversion with human. So we basically go set up this ad once and it could work for the entire year, right? You don't have to do it over and over and over. So that's what I call leverage, right? Okay. So number 3, AI converting leads. So after you attract the leads to your ads, people click on that, and the next goal here is that to have a funnel to be able to get the people to opt in, and we call it lead magnet, right? Those of you that don't know what is lead magnet, is lead magnet that you give something to people for free in exchange of getting their details. So one of the lead magnet that you could use, that is one of the best lead magnet, is webinar, because webinar is providing a masterclass. We call it usually masterclass. We don't call it webinar. We call it masterclass. So a free masterclass that gives so much value to people. And at the end of the masterclass, you can just pitch your offer. So that called lead magnet. So this type of the funnel, there are so many different type of the funnel that you could set up as a lead magnet. You could do discovery call, you could do VSL, you could do the book, download the book. But the best approach, which is the one-to-many approach, is the webinar funnel, webinar lead magnet. And this is what it matters. And this is basically how it looked like, our webinar funnel. And we were getting ridiculously high conversion rate. In that funnel, our conversion rate was anywhere from 80% to 98%. At some point, even got it. You can see that the first webinar that we ever launched, we got 246 opt-in at the rate of 94% opt-in, completely 100% cold audience. And this is like 10 times over the average industry standard for the webinar opt-ins is usually around 5-10%. And then this is the sort of result we got. And I'm going to share with you guys step by step of why this webinar funnel was so successful and what we did. And then at the end of the 2 days, I'm going to give this to you guys so you can plug it into your system if you want to use it. So number 3, 4. So yeah, I'm gonna go do a review. So basically using leverage, you do it once, you leverage it, get paid again and again. And number 4 is the follow-up and creating an automated system for follow-up. So automated email, 6-day sequence. This is basically how our email sequences used to look like. So basically, and if you guys are part of our paid community, you have access to this automation and all of the copies, so you can basically go and plug it into your business, to your GHL. If you guys using Go High Level, if you don't use a Go High Level, you could go and model it for the ClickFunnels. So yeah, that was a very, very successful automation. So that automation means that there has been 5,000 people that came to our webinar in only a couple of months. That 5,000 people, all of them went into the same automation, and it's basically they got the same email. So that again, leverage, guys, like we set it up once, then we had 5,000 people come into this automation, and that's what we call leverage, right? So this is basically the 4 step, very simple step of how to build a successful marketing funnel. These are basically the 4 steps. And so yeah, and the thing that we found out, okay, the easiest way for people to be able to model what we did is to actually give them what we did. So they can literally go and plug it into a business and they have it all done. So what I want to focus is the one-to-many sales approach, sales call capacity. You might be able to get maximum 10 calls a day. If you work 8 hours a day, you are able to get 45 minutes. If each call takes 45 minutes, average call, then the matter is that how many calls you can get, right? So that's again, you extending your time, your money, and you're so much limited by how many calls you could do and how many you can sell. And on top of that, you need to have the sales system in place. You need to have a perfect script. You need to have a follow-up process, and it's just not a scalable. So it's very, very hard to be able to make a successful business by doing one-on-one calls at the beginning. So that's why I never went down the path of one-on-one call. We never had any sales team. We still don't have any sales team. And we just don't do it because it's not a scalable business model. Is that something we might do in the future? Yes. Now that we got to the 7-figure, we can afford to employ a sales team and train them and then put together system processes. But as a startup, it's very, very difficult to scale a business using this. Obviously, you can start with that to practice it, to practice a little bit about the business and understanding your customers. But once you know what you're selling, then you go down the path of one-to-many. So how did we have all of this success? So that's what we did. Okay, so we basically combined Russell and Tony's approach, Russell Brunson and Tony's approach. What is Russell Brunson's approach? What is the Tony Robbins approach? And how did we combine both of them to be able to have these break record results? So the Russell Brunson is basically teaching about one-to-many approach, which is a perfect webinar. Has anyone of you heard about the Russell Brunson perfect webinar story? If not, I'm just gonna quickly tell you guys. Just put the yes in the chat if you heard the Russell Brunson's perfect webinar story, and put in chat no if you haven't. Yes, some of you heard of it, some of you haven't heard of it. Okay, so Russell Brunson could make 3.2, 3.2 or 3.1, 3.1 or 3.2 million dollar in 90 minutes, right? So, and that was a world break record back then when he did that. And then he was like, because he had the perfect script. He had absolutely perfect funnel, perfect script. And what he did that, he said that, okay, so sell one-to-many, and he's teaching about sell-to-many and the webinars, that with the webinars, if you have a perfect script and you have a perfect funnel and you're able to fill up that funnel and people show up the webinar, it is possible. Again, Russell Brunson did the break record to show the world what's possible. So he was the guy that it says what's possible. Since then, including ourselves, that knowing what's possible, I'm like, if Russell could do $3.2 million in 90 minutes, I could get there one day. Right? It's possible. I just need to know what he did. The moment that I know what he did, then I can go model him and do the same thing. And that's what I did. So this is what I did. I went and bought one of his courses. He had a course that he was selling is so expensive to teach you about how he did that webinar, but he doesn't share his slide. He doesn't share any of his script, nothing. He just teach you about how to do that. So during that course that he started teaching, he basically he started explaining what happened, how he did that, what is script. So he kept referring back and forth between the live and explaining it. That was like a couple of hours course and very exhausting to watch and then make so much noise. So what I did that I actually was able to get the transcript of his perfect webinar, what the transcript was as he was pausing, and I got the entire transcript, and I got his entire slides, right? So I have his slide, I have his script. I was like, Atena, Russell could do that. No, you have his script. and know you have his slide there, you go model him. If you can write the script for your business, right, exactly the same way, then you could have a perfect webinar. And the same on top of that, you can go model, if you could model his webinar funnel that generating you millions of dollars, I would say generating millions of dollars a day, then you have everything you need. You have the perfect script, you have the slide, and you have the funnel. And that's why I was like, okay, how do I do that? So that's basically, that's what one of the part of the ARPreneurs Business Lab software we did that is designed around the modeling. The whole software has been developed around the modeling. That's why we come up with the idea of the modeling, right? That how you can actually go and model. So using the software, we went and model his webinar exactly the same way for our business, which I'm going to show you guys today how we did that. So you can actually see, you could actually get it done under 5 minutes. It's very, very quick. If you wanted to do it traditionally, someone will charge you 10 grand, 20 grand to be able to do that for you. But yeah, with the software, we're able to do that. And same thing with the funnel, because the script is so long. I think it was like 67 pages of a script. And I'm like, how can I go write this script for my business? 60, 70 pages, like that's going to take ages. And that's when I started developing the perfect webinar prompt. And we put it behind our software that the software is trained around the perfect webinar script. Then the moment that the software knows what your business is, which it takes under a minute to create a business context, it can go and write the entire script, 60 pages for you without doing anything at all. And I'm like that. If I can do that for myself, then I prove the world that you see what I did, I had the success, then I make it available for people to be able to do the same thing. And that's how the whole journey started, right? Perfect webinar. So basically got obsessed with it, did innovation with the AI. We created the prompt, we put the prompt inside the tool, the software, and the software was able. So basically I use this for myself. That's how I could crack my webinars. That's how we could do that. And from day one, we had success from day one. We had the high opt-in rate and we had the perfect script, and we just like make it over and over, rinse and repeat. So yeah, just stick around. In the next 5-10 minutes, I'm going to show you guys about how we did that so you can see. So next page. So what did we model? Okay, so we're gonna go through that. So basically, actually, did I miss that? Okay, one-to-many approach. And yeah, all right. And then let me just go to the one of the slide. I think I'm just missing one slide here. Okay, this is what I was missing. Yeah. So that number one was basically one-to-many approach, perfect webinar. And the Russell Brunson, the funnel hacking live, he explained about that. And he also said one funnel to rule them all. And he was saying the importance of having one perfect funnel. Guys, by the way, in 2 weeks' time again, I'm going to go so much deep dive into perfect webinar because Russell Brunson spent the whole day in the funnel hacking live talking about it. And obviously with the AI and everything, we could completely model the whole strategy from start to finish. Make sure you attend that call. That's going to be very, very valuable because I'm not going to go too much deep dive into it today. We don't have time. It's more a bit big picture, but if you wanted to go deep dive into this in 2 weeks' time, this is the event that we're going to cover that. So I'll just pop it in the chat. Also, this event is exclusive to free community. If you want to share it with any friends, family, or anyone, make sure that they make them to join the community first, and then you can attend it. So number 2 is modeling. So this is Russell Brunson, right? We understood about that. And number 2 about modeling. So Tony Robbins I've learned a lot from him about modeling pattern recognition. He says that if you want to achieve success, all you need to do is to find a way to model those who've already succeeded, right? So we understood that, and we basically used the Russell Brunson, and we started modeling. We model everything. We model the funnel, we model the ad, we model the script, and to be able to get the skip the trial and error. Because one of the things that I said in my webinar pitch, I was saying even the perfect copy is not perfect. Why? Because it hasn't been tested yet. Until a copy, a funnel, an ad go to the market and get tested, we would never ever call it perfect, because a lot of times during the testing process, you realize that even if the copy looks really good, it doesn't sell. And that's what I said, that the modeling is what's going to skip the trial and error, because the trial it's cost the entrepreneurs fortune, especially as a startup, if you go down the path of the trial and error, you're going to lose so much money and time during this process. So we want to completely skip that, go directly to something that works by modeling. So basically, what do we model? Why we have so much success with all of our, so guys, every single funnel that we created for our business, we model after a successful one, right? So this is basically all the funnels that we've been running in the last year or so. I'll share with you guys, and I can show you guys about what the original look like, what we model, so you can basically see that. So this is my very, very first funnel. That is a AI Accelerator course. I'll share it with you guys. So this is my AI Accelerator course that I launched it in last February. And Master AI transform your business, be the future of the marketing without overwhelming costs, even if you're not to AI with no technical background. So you can see it's a very, very professional funnel. It's got lots of killing copy, right? And you're gonna say, hi, Atana, why? And then with this funnel, from the memory, we were getting anywhere from 40 to 60% conversion rate. On opt-in rate, which is again so high, especially for someone that just starting a business, you can get that opt-in rate is like ridiculous. So what did we model after was we model after this webinar, which is a multi-million-dollar webinar. Oh, it looks like they remove it. Yeah. Hang on. Yeah. Let me just see again. It was available up until a week ago. It looks like they removed it, so I can't show you guys the original. Unfortunately, they removed that funnel. But that's basically was after Rudy Moore Capital, which was one of the very successful funnel. And I'll show you guys about how we had access to that. How did we know that funnel generated millions of dollars? There's another secret around behind. How do we found those winning funnels, Atana? That's the first question, because you telling me go model something that already works. How do I know what are those multi-million-dollar funnels to be able to model? That's the first step. We share with you guys very shortly. But that's basically what we model, and they look at our website, like our funnel for the software. This is how our funnel look like. lab.irpreneurs.com. Yeah. This is how it look like, and this is what we model after. We model after Mastermind from Tony Robbins funnel, which is a multi-million-dollar funnel. Right? See, like it's got a all-in-one solution without breaking the bank. Look at ours. It's basically very, very similar. It's got completely different copy, but it's very, very similar, right? So we model after that. That's why it was exceptionally successful. And this is our million-dollar funnel. This was the Russell Brunson's funnel, right? It looks very simple, but that generates so much money, and that there is a reason it generates so much money. So that's why we don't reinvent the wheel. We never try to reinvent the wheel, because this guy already perfected something that works. This is ours. You can see it's a very, very similar, different copy, but is very similar, right? So this is ours. This is Russell's. This is ours. This is Russell's. Very similar. Look at the copy. Yeah. Discover the number one sales funnel mistake almost 98.6% of people made daily. Ours, it says discover the 6 AI secrets almost 98.6% of the marketers miss when building funnels. It says attention marketer, entrepreneurs, a small business owner. Ours, it says attention funnel hackers, agents, or marketers. And then look at that. And it says how reversing the little known mistake can help attract from the right customers, credit card in hand, ready to buy from you. Ours says that how addressing these overlooked error have helped us to attract the right product, boost conversion, and scale our business 7-figure in 3 months from zero. So that's basically what it is. And then all of that similar. They got a free bonus. They got a free bonus. We got a free bonus. There is one difference though. Ours got the testimonial picture. His doesn't have. Why? Put in the chat why The only thing that's different in ours is that we added screenshots of some testimonial. Why do you think that's the reason? Just put in the chat. Social proof is very famous. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. So Russell Brunson doesn't need to have social proof. He's the brand. Everyone knows him, right? He's the number one marketer. He's the number one. He's the king of sales funnel. He's a non-figure entrepreneur. He doesn't need to prove himself. So all of the funnels you look at from Russell doesn't have any testimonial. But when you start as a business, you don't have that. You're not his size. No one knows you. That's why you need to have social proof. Yeah. So that's why we started some social proof in that. But other than that, everything is similar. So that's basically what we did. And I'm going to show you guys even the upsell. The upsell link is even model. So it's not just the first stage of the funnel you could model, you could funnel all the pages. So this is the upsell page for Russell, which is basically a SLO. So upsell in the funnel means that even though your lead magnet is free, it's a free webinar or you're giving away something for free, in the second page of your funnel, you could go and try to have a SLO, which called self-liquidating offer. Is basically you selling something that is like low price. It's usually anywhere from like $19 up to 100 or 200. And then that would usually cover your advertising costs. So that's the whole point of that. So this is Ross's SLO page. This is ours. Right? Very, very similar. All right. So that's basically this. How did we model it? We did it with the ARpreneurs Business Lab that basically created a lot of that. It created based on modeling practices. So first step of the modeling with the ARpreneurs Business Lab. Number one, you go and find the top industry leaders. Either it's the funnel, it's the ad, it's the blogs, it's the website. You could model anything. It doesn't have to be just funnel. You go and find them, and we show you how you can find them. Number two, you get your business information. You need to give your business information to AI to be able to model like that. So you create your business contacts. Step number three is that you combine it. You combine these step number one with step number two, but in a matter of one click. In the matter of one click, you combine it, and step number four, it will go and regenerate this copy for your own business in the same way. So this is basically very simple. The whole process takes under 5 minutes, and we're just going to quickly show you guys how you can do that. So yeah, all right, let's do that. So can we just pick someone from the audience, and we quickly gonna show you guys how we do the model. If you can please put in the chat the link to if you have a website and your website has really good information, a proper website, please pop in the chat and we pick someone from the audience and we do that for you. We go and build you a funnel, the copy of the funnel. So someone just put your link to the website and I just pick someone from the audience, please. So Jonathan, do you mind to pop the link to your website, please? So we got Mark, Henry. Let's have a look at the Mark website. You got a Skool about page. Yes, we could model a Skool about page. It's just a different language. We could do the different language, but I prefer English so everyone can see and understand. So guys, yeah, actually, thank you for bringing that up. Because yeah, we could model a Skool about page as well. And based on that, we could create a business context and then go build a funnel. Then we have empower relationship. We have this. Okay, we have a couple of examples. I'm just gonna have a look and pick one. So simplify also marketing.com, digital marketing delivering customers, about us, our services. Okay, I think that's pretty good enough. This one, no, because it's a different language. Yeah, this one is okay. And this one, online e-courses. Yeah, I mean, it's better to have a little bit more information. It doesn't have a huge amount of information about your business. We could still do that, but I think the best of all these three examples is this for the demo. So what I'm going to do is this. So simply marketing. Do you mind to unmute yourself and turn your cameras off so we could have a bit of the two-way conversation? Simply marketing, Mark Henry.
Hello.
Hi, Mark. How are you going?
Get my camera plugged in here.
No worries. So this is your website?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you guys how we can create a business context for you, and we go and create ads and funnels and stuff. So, and then what you can do, you tell me and tell everyone that how good the output is based on, because you understand your business better than everyone else, right? So I'm going to log into the software. By the way, guys, we just releasing the version 2 of the software, which is at the moment we're doing some beta testing with some selected customers, and we're going to launch the new version. This is the old version I'm using today for the demo, but the new version is going to be launched very soon, which is much, much better than what you see. So what do you do that? I go create a business context for your business. The first tool is Business Info Extractor. I click on it, and I'm just going to close this. All I do is I go and start copying the information from your website. I don't know what is this thing on the bottom. In the new version of the software, you don't even have to copy. You could just pop the link to the URL. So I go ChatGPT. So guys, you can actually create an ad for any language model, and you could compare them as well, right? So you could create in Cloud, DeepSeek. So all of the language model, every time that come, we just pop them in the software next day. The reason we're doing that, we don't want you to have 1,000 subscription different language model. You can have access to all of them at one place. That's why we do that, because the result could be different. So Mark, the business owner, your name, it doesn't look like on your website. We could go and edit it and put your name. So I just put Mark. So if you can just please tell me how good is the output. So this is just a context you created. So using this context, then you can go build anything for your business from now onwards. Basically, that's it, because we save this context in the database of the software. Once it's saved in the database, then we can go and create those marketing campaigns. So target market, businesses looking to enhance their digital presence and conversion rate. Is that correct?
Yes. Yep.
Pressing problem, businesses are struggling to dominate the online world and boost their conversion rate, right? How the problem works. The lack of effective digital marketing strategy prevent businesses from reaching their desired customer base and achieving the growth, correct?
Yep.
What causes
Correct.
the problem? Insufficient knowledge and implementation of digital marketing tools strategies. And I'm not going to go through all of them. It's a very, very long page, but you can have a quick browse. And I'm happy to give this to you as well as a gift. So I'll copy
Yep. Looks
paste the
great.
Google Doc and give it to you. But basically, this business context has been created based on the Russell's marketing framework, that he's going to say, if you want to have a perfect marketing, you need to have extensive information about your business. Once you have extensive information about your business, then you are able to create those killer marketing campaigns. But the number one issue is that people don't know much about the business. That's why we created this tool, to able to grab all of those little details about your business. And now we have those, we give that to AI. Now AI knows exactly what to do to create a perfect copy. So offer elements, let's look at that. So what is your unique solution? Simply also marketing digital domination method. Your product can offer a comprehensive digital marketing service package, including SEO, Facebook advertising, ADA compliance, AI chatbots, and more. Offer elements, digital accessibility services, reputation management, SEO, Facebook advertising, Google advertising. Bonuses, a free 30 minutes consultation with a marketing expert. Facts, offer every digital marketing accessibility service. So is that all resonate with your business? Everything you see
Yep.
here?
Yep. Looks great.
Then we see features, we see the benefits, we see unique selling proposition, result-oriented services, local expertise, comprehensive digital marketing offers, free expert consultation, focus on the customer satisfaction. Big promise, removal promise, how it works. So that's basically everything is about the markets business. This is what I do now. So I go and save the markets business in the database of the software, so the software knows that when we want to use, if it wants to create the marketing campaign, it creates for Mark business. So you could basically go save up to 20 business contexts. So you, Mark, as a digital consultant or digital marketing, this is what you need to do as to use this tool. You can go and create a business context for every single client. And this is client number 1, client number 2, client number 3, right? Every business, every of your client have their own context. It takes under a minute to create it. Once it's created, then that's it. Then you can just go create any content or anything that you want for them. And all you need to do is just switch. you basically select these. Then the moment that you switch it, then the database is switched in the back end of the software. Now for today's example, we're going to use yours. So I just select customer number 11, which is you, simply also marketing. And then what we do is this. Now we want to say, okay, we want to build a funnel for Mark. Now, how do we do that? So basically, I'll go back to here and I'll go to the database. Remember, I told you guys that the first step of the modeling is to find the perfect example, right? That's a perfect example. Let's say that the Mark wants to do a webinar, or like, Mark, what do you want to do? Like, if you want going to have a funnel, what would you like to do? Do you want to do live event? Do you want to do webinars? Do you want to do challenges? Do you want to do like high ticket, like anything? Because you could basically go and choose the niche, and based on that niche that you can see there, you could go find every example you guys see in this database that we created is already generated millions of dollars in revenue. So that has been proven that they have. Now we have the perfect example for the different categories and niches, right? But for this example, I'm just going to choose this agency coach, right? I'm going to say, okay, well, I know that this funnel generated $1 million. Let's go model it. That's perfect. How do I do that? So basically, all we need to do is I show it again. We select the market's business number 11. That's it. And then I say, this is done. Now I go and select the copy in here. I'll go to the extension. In the new version of the software, guys, we don't have any extension. We made it much, much simpler than what you see. It's basically just one tool. But for today's example, I just use this extension example. Once you select these, you go and click on one-click copy repurposer, and that's it. What it does is goes and rewrites this entire funnel, but for Marcus business.
That's amazing.
Basically, look at that. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to copy this. Funnel model after agency coach. Yeah. And then I also go and give you this to you. Let's just call it business context. By the way, buy this business context by itself, you could sell it for $1,000 to other businesses. It's worth a lot because they don't know about their business. And then this business content doesn't have to be website. It could create from the Skool About page. It could be created from a blog, or even transcript of your webinar, or even if you have nothing, you could literally just explain your business. Just audio recorded, explain what you do, and then you create a context. So even if you have nothing, you're going to say, I don't know, I have absolutely nothing. I'm starting from scratch. What do I do? What do I model? Because there's nothing about my business. I was like, okay, what about your competitors? It is something that at least you know what you want to do. You could go find the best people in the world, the funnel, and say, this is what I want, and create a business context for your competitor, and then become yours. And so there's so many different ways to be able to leverage that. So let's look at the copy, okay? So basically, I'm going to go back to this and show you guys what it does. It says, it's time to step out of the feast or famine cycle, and finally. Marcus copy said, it's time to step out of the marketing struggle, and finally. So as you can see, the structure is exactly the same. It's been written in the same way. However, it's about Marcus business. It's not about agency coach. Get more clients and jump into your digital agency's future. And it says, get more conversions and jump into your digital business future. Then it says, build monthly recurring revenue and create the time and financial freedom you deserve. Build sustainable online growth and create the digital presence you deserve, right? So there's like bits and pieces of words that similar. And also there's an option if you want to rephrase it too. If you want to go and rephrase this, there is a tools that you could do with the rephrasing. And basically you can go and rephrase it as well if you want it to be more different. which is basically if you go and click on accession, then there's a thing for the paraphrasing, which is one of these tools here for paraphrasing. Yeah, this one, paraphrasing.
Copywriting.
This one, paraphraser. So you could basically go and paraphrase it if you want it more different, but basically the whole this is being written in the same structure as this, right? So know that you have that, and you want to say, okay, I don't know, whatever the structure of it, how I kind of model the structure. We basically created a building blocks that is a very, very long. So you're able to be able to create a structure of any, that building blocks is available for ClickFunnels and Go High Level. You are able to, I'll show you guys how it look like. Go to Classroom. This is our paid community, by the way. You guys don't have access to it in case that you're wondering where that comes from. So building blocks just look like this. That the members in our paid community, they get full access to it, and they can plug it into their GHL. They don't have to build it. So this building block has been created in a way that you could just go pick and choose whatever blocks that suit your business. It's very, very long. It got all the different variation, and you could basically even train a VA to be able to do that. So that's very easy. That's how quickly we could actually go and model any funnel structure. And then the copy is what matters. The copy is usually, I'm always saying that's like 89% of any marketing funnel is copy. Like even if you look at Russell Brunson's funnel, it's a very short funnel, but it's just about the copy. So the rest is easy. You just use this building block to build a structure, then you go copy paste the copy. So that's basically it. So what do you think, Mark?
That's amazing. It is great software that probably did in a matter of minutes would take somebody a week to do.
Exactly. And they can't even do it in a week, in a couple of weeks. We used to do that, all of this thing manually in the past. And that would have taken ages and we couldn't do as good. So I'll just send you the link to the Google Doc. So you can have access to that, what I just created for you.
You could make even more money if you could figure out how to do this with athletes. Take a great athlete, copy what they do, and paste it mentally into a subpar athlete.
Yeah, unfortunately, when it comes to physical, yeah, of course you could model, but that's the advantage of we doing in the digital space, because now we have the access to these tools that could do the modeling for us, and we have access to database, then we know what they are, so then that takes the whole process easy. All right, so I'll send you, I already DM you the link to the Google Doc. All right, so let me just go back to my presentation. So how did you guys find it? Just put in the chat. That was just like one tool that I show you guys. We have hundreds of tools and things that we could do. That was just 1% of what's available for you guys that just what you just watched. Yeah, this is amazing, right? So yes, amazing. So amazing. We got the tactic, we got the tool. Now we're gonna go through the rest. So let me just go share the screens. Just guys, stick around. We're probably gonna finish in 15-20 minutes. So try to stick around, please, if you could. And then at the end, I'm gonna share with you guys our webinar funnel snapshot too. Summary of the key points. So again, we're gonna have a quick summary. So what we explained is that the reason we had so much success, we went down the path of one-to-many sales approach. We used the automation to repeat it over and over. We use the leverage and the scale, right, to be able to scale it. So leverage is very, very important. And the other thing that I would recommend you guys is, if you're gonna say, I don't know, no, this is all good, I don't have time for it, and I don't want to do any of that, you could basically get a VA and train them to do all of that. Like even with a lot of the people in our paid community, they basically just have, they just get a VA, and the VA would go train. The VA come to the live sessions and they get access to all of these resources and snapshots, and the VA they go and implement that. So onlinejobs.ph is actually the one that we use to get our VAs. They're really, really good. You could get the VAs at cheap as for $5 an hour, and they don't really need to have the marketing background. I don't know what it's doing. Here we go. Oh no, it took me to the wrong URL for some reason. onlinejobs.ph. Yeah, they don't, I don't know. why it's taking me there. That's where Tatiana, do you mind to pop the final link? And just pop it for some reason. Here we go. Let's see if it's gonna redirect. Okay, here we go. No, we got a link. Okay, cool. All right, so I'm just gonna pop the link, onlinejobs.ph. Yeah. So that's how you can basically get the VA, train them to be able to do your entire marketing if you didn't want to do it yourself. But obviously, as a business owner, it's very important that you understand it yourself. Building a business take a long time and you need a big team, not anymore. If you leverage AI, it doesn't have to be hard. AI makes you money 24/7 while you're sleeping without having a big team. So how to make money out of this? Okay, you guys are gonna say, okay, perfect. How do I make money out of this? Okay, now there are two ways. One is that you could have the AI powered advertising agency. You basically go and master all of this skill set, and then you're able to provide the services to others, because every single business they need help with the AI, they need help with the lead generation, and they need to have a funnel, they need to have ad, they need to have sequences in place. So that's something that every single business need. That's one way. So I would say that in our paid program, there are roughly 50-50. There are 50% of the people that wanted to start an AI agency, or they are marketers and they use it for their client as a fulfillment. And there are 50% that they just have their own random businesses and they're using these tools to create a funnel for themselves, to create an ad for themselves. But one of the genius tip is that we notice also a lot of our members started taking these. They start doing it for themselves first. They learn a skill set, they launch it, and then once they learn it and they have access to tools, they're gonna say, why not I do it for others and I can make good money, right? If you're a life coach, right, of course you can make money out of the life coach, but it's a lot easier to be able to have access to this tool and build this multi-million-dollar funnel for other people and charge them 20 grand, 30 grand, 40 grand, right? Then they're gonna start realizing that they can actually scale a business and make money a lot quicker this way. So they learn for themselves first, they do it for themselves, then they start doing it for others. So this is basically hitting like two birds with one stone. That's something that you could leverage it. And but what I want to do, that I want to ask you a couple of questions, guys, and then I stick around. I'm gonna quickly provide some opportunity for you guys to have a one-on-one coaching with myself about we could sit with you and do a 12 months strategy about based on what you do, what you can achieve, whatever your goals are. And also we're going to share the webinar funnel, but stick around. I'm just going to ask you a couple of questions first. So the first question is, I'm just going to play this again. How much money did you take home last year? If you're comfortable, you could put it in the chat. If you don't feel comfortable, you can just write it down on the paper or in your phone. So how much money did you take home last year? Did you take home 20,000, 50,000, 100,000, or nothing? Or you're just a full-time employee that you don't have a business, or your business didn't make money, right? So I can see some numbers there, 80K, not enough, 36. Okay, so one thing I can tell you is that how much money you made last year, it doesn't mean that that's how much money you're gonna make this year. Last year, you did everything traditional method. Of course, you went down the path of 98% failure and you did everything traditional. This year, you could do things differently, right? You could completely leverage this AI and everything that you learned today and go and execute it and to be able to scale it out faster. So the second question I have is setting up a goal. How much money do you want to make by then after 2025? And it is super, super important, guys. We have a tangible goal. That's something I learned from Tony Robbins about tangible goals. Like I have some, intangible goals myself. I want to impact this many lives. I want to do this for my mom. I want to do this for my country. Like I have a lot of those intangible goals or mission. But however, in the business, it's very, very important to have a tangible goal, because that tangible goal, it's matter of the game of the numbers. You know that if you want to get whatever number it is, how many leads you need, how many people you need to close, how much your offer has to be, that tangible goal. So we basically reverse engineer. I always come when I do the strategy call with people, I say, what is your goal? And I give you a strategy based on your goal. Because whatever your goal is, your strategy is going to be different. With the same one that has a goal of like making $50,000 by the end of the year, with someone that says $1 million, is a completely different strategy. And obviously that a lot more effort as well, right? So that's why it's important. I can see some really nice goals here. Someone says 80K, 250K, 1 million, 200,000, 300K plus. Go to Australia and opera, someone says. That's not a tangible goal. We're talking about the in terms of like a revenue, 250K. with unreasonable goal being 1.5 million. Perfect. So there are really good goals here. And the number 3 question you need to ask yourself today is that what do you need to do to achieve your goals? What it takes for you to do to achieve your goals. So number 1 is what? Make a commitment. Make a decision to commitment. Like you need to make a decision to make a commitment to that and let go of your excuses because we humans are full of excuses all the time. Let go of the excuses. The moment you let go of your excuses, then that's when you're gonna have a success you're gonna be in the right path to success. Let go of excuses. I'm gonna say, I'm gonna be all commitment right now today. Make a decision quick and fast, not tomorrow, not next week. Don't go down the path of the shiny object syndrome, getting distracted with 1,000 different courses, 1,000 different things, because you just need to focus on one thing. You go all in for 12 months. Right? And we're talking about 12 months plan here, not talking about a month or 2 months plan, because you need to build a skill set and you need to perfect something, your offer, your business, to be able to suddenly go downhill. It's exactly what happened with me. The first 6 months of the year, I didn't make much money. It was just I accepted course, I make maybe 100,000, right? And then majority of the money, that was $1.2 million that I made, that was the last quarter of the year. So majority of money I made September, October, November, in 3 months. So that's the thing, like in 3 months, I made actually $1 million. And then before then it was like around 100 something K. So why it's happened is because you sharpen your soul, right? You spend some time to learn it, to master something, to figure things out. And then once everything is working perfectly, then you're going to go downhill. And that's what usually happens. All of a sudden, everything clicking. Your funnel is working. Your offer is working. People buying you. You have your money-making machine. And that's why I don't like to have like a really short-term goals, like 2 months goal, 3 months goal, because a lot of times we need to spend some time to sharpen our soul. And then once we're ready, then it's all of a sudden we're going to generate us so much money. So that's why it's important to be focused and committed for 12 months. Okay. We're not here about like get rich quick next month. Like this is not what we are here, because you need to build that skill set to be able to do that. But yeah, thank you so much for sharing that. So who is excited? Who is excited about everything that you guys learned? So no, it makes sense, right? And who thinks it's possible now? No, you're gonna say, okay, I don't know, everything you say, it makes sense. It basically makes sense. Like you basically go and you go down the path of one to many, you go and model the best in this industry, you go and build that funnel, you go recreate the irresistible offer, then you do rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. Does it make sense, right? And we do that all with AI, and we skip the trial and error. Perfect, amazing. So this is something. So who wants to commit? So the commitment to change, guys, is very important. You need to make a commitment that okay, this is a traditional model. I'm gonna let go of those traditional model, right? There's all outdated practices. I'm not gonna do that. You break through the traditional model and then you embrace the change and you're gonna be all in. So put in the chat commit if you just made a decision that you're gonna be committed for the next 12 months to literally focus on business and make this work. And I'm not going to say if make it work, I'm going to say you're going to make it work 100%. You just need to commit and be focused. Just put in chat commit, perfect commit. Amazing. So those of you that are not putting commit, that means you're not committed. So why are you here in the call then, guys? So yeah, you just need to make a decision, commit. Fantastic, amazing. So Les, commit, Kayla, Joshua, Jessica. Well done, guys. Amazing. So next stage. So this is a traditional business model. How a marketing department look like for a small business. Costs usually this is fact, by the way, costs $1.12 million just for your marketing department to have all of these people, SEO specialist, content creator, Facebook ad specialist, PPC, web designer, UX designer, digital manager. You don't need any of that, guys. Simplify this game of the business. This is why the business is fair, right? They overcomplicate this. You get rid of all of this traditional. No, we made a better one. All you need to have a perfect content, what the people read, watch, listen, or see about your business. You have an amazing lead generation strategy, which is distribution of your content to generate the interest. You have to have the lead nurture to be able to convert the interest into customer. The 4 steps that I discussed with you guys today, that's what it is. You have the perfect content. You go and distribute that content through the lead generation system, which we usually recommend the paid advertising. And then you go convert the interest into the customer by the lead nurturing. Then you have the customer service, which we go quite deep dive into this area in the AI Accelerator course, which is again like the go and put your comments in the post to be able to be one of the winner of the lucky draw winner. Tatiana can pop the link again. If you haven't yet, just stay no late, please go and put your comments there. And the operation, and which is the management of the people, product, process, and the risk in your business. So that's basically, take a screenshot of this. That's everything that your business needs. That's very, very simple. This is the entire business. So you can see that the majority of the business is marketing, and then we have customer service and operation, which is like a different story. So basically all we need to have one perfect funnel, one perfect offer, one perfect funnel, rinse and repeat. That's it. All right. So again, for those of you that want to start an AI agency, guys, we did cover that a couple of weeks ago as well in one of the webinar. That's what you need to do. Take a picture of that. This is going to give you a bit of guidance about, okay, Atana, if I want to provide this as a service, who do I need to target? How much do I need to sell? This is going to give you a bit of clear direction. So your niche is going to be a small business owner that making between $250K to $2.5 million in revenue, no startups. Okay, and startups are harder. They don't have money, and they usually need a lot of hand holding, and they request refund. They're usually problematic. So the easiest niche that to be able to give them value, it would be niches. And on top of that, the startups usually don't get any value out of the services as much because they have no offer, they have no product, they don't know anything about the business. So that's why we recommend that this is the best niche that we tested in the market. A small business owner between 250K to 2.5 million. Pricing structure is going to be 2,100 a month that you charge as a retainer, and you do 5K setup fee. What do you do for them? You build a funnel, right? You go build them a funnel by the modeling and using the building block that we're going to give you. And in the paid community, everyone get access to the snapshots. You get the building block, you go and find a model, you create a business context with them, we model it, you build a funnel. The whole thing might take a week, and you can charge a 5K setup fee. I don't know, what about the ads? What about the email? What about all of that? You could master all of this and charge more. You could charge 20K if you want to provide it done for your service as everything. You could charge 30K. This is just for the beginners, okay? If you are a beginner, you don't have time to go master everything. You want to start making quick money and to be able to learn this, you start with the mastering the skill setup funnel. You build the funnel, 5K setup fee, 2,500 a month. And then you need to have 12 months commitment with people to be able to help them to manage the funnel and to be able to do that. And the business goal in number of the clients, you get 10. And with the only getting 10 clients, you can have the annual revenue of 302K, and with a profit margin of 70K. Average industry profit margin is about 10%, by the way. And what you guys are going to have 7%. So it's very simple. So put in a chat if you think it's very, very possible to get 10 clients. And this is, by the way, is not upsells. It's not referrals. Like, imagine each client can refer you to someone else by giving them affiliate program. Then every client going to refer you to 3 other people. Imagine that you're going to upsell other services, ads, emails, right? So excluding all of that, we keep it simple. How many of the things is possible? Put in the chat 10 if you think it's absolutely possible for you guys in 12 months to get 10 clients on this pricing structure, on this niche, to build them absolutely killing funnel, which gonna take you a week or 2 weeks to do that. If you master it, you could do it same day. We build a funnel in the same day, guys. Same day we build funnel, any funnel. You send me any funnel in the world, I model it in a matter of a couple of hours. So when you master it, you can get it done in a couple of hours. At the beginning, it might take you a couple of weeks, right, to learn the whole thing and master it. So put in the chat 10. If you think that it's possible to get only 10 clients to make 302K in 12 months, 10, 10, 10, Jonathan 10, Janine 10, absolutely. Perfect. So this is absolutely possible, right? So this is a beginner structure. As you master this, you can increase your prices, then you can do that different thing. Okay, next one. It's not about how much money you make, okay? So what I want to discuss here is about the impact. And it's all you need to see. There is, there is something that I learned from my coach, Tony Robbins, that it completely changed my perspective about selling. He said that if you don't sell Atana, you don't change lives. If you don't sell, you don't change lives. And the other thing that my mindset is, every morning that I wake up, what drives me is this: if I don't succeed, there's so many people in this world gonna be screwed. So I look at it, I say success is my duty to this world. So that's what you need to look at it. If anything that you guys is doing that is an ethical business, you always need to look at it as a success is my duty. To give an example is like a psychologist, right? We have psychologists in this, if you have any psychologists here today, just put in a chat that you are a psychologist. Like as a psychologist, for example, right? Imagine that how many people is going to potentially commit suicide, how many relationships is going to be break down, how many marriage going to break down, how many people are going to have so much issue in life if they don't find your service. It's your duty for people to find your service to be able to help them, right? So this is something that you need to look at a business. So it's about the impact. The moment that we start focusing on the impact, that's how what's going to drive us to be very successful, because we took the focus out of the money. We focusing on the impact. Of course, the money has to be a tangible goal to be able to achieve it. There's no tangible goal, there's no result, because you don't have any proper strategy. But the impact is actually really important. So it's not about how much money you make, it's how you make money. So what I was gonna say is that the one thing that you can have the most impact in the world, one skill set is in marketing. The world's number one skill set that can have the biggest impact in the world is marketing, guys, because when you go and help the businesses, you're not going, if you're a psychologist, yeah, of course you can go, but when you're a marketer, you can go help that psychologist to find the clients. Then your impact suddenly become 100 times, it become 1,000 times, it become 10,000 times. Let's say that the niche is to help the psychologist, right? Then with every 10 psychologists that you help, those 10 psychologists helping, because of your marketing and helping, they're getting hundreds of customers. Then all of a sudden, you didn't only help 10, you helped 10 times hundreds of thousands, right? So your impact in this world become really, really extensive. So this is if you guys really care about the world, changing the world, this is one of the skills that anyone can change the world and have the most impact on it, because every single business that fail, the number one reason for them because they don't have enough customers. Number one reason for the business failure is not enough customer, because they don't know how to get the customer. They use a traditional method. It's too expensive. It doesn't work. They fail. And so that's the world is waiting for you to use this technology that we created here to show them what's possible and have your impact. So that's basically the scale of 1 to 1. Who's ready to make more money, win more, come back, and have the most impact, basically. If you literally just made a decision that, you know what, success is my duty, I need to do that, and I'm going to make so much money to be able to create a financial freedom, and the time freedom for myself down the track. And on top of that, I'm going to impact the world. Just put in the chat, yes, if you're ready. Put in the chat, yes. How many of you ready? Yes, yes. Fantastic. Yes, yes, I'm all ready. So all of those people that say you're ready, you literally need to make a decision to do the commitment and go all in. Fantastic. Arena, Judy, Farham. So this is, guys, I'm not going to pitch our program. We're running out of time, but very quickly, for those of you, remember Tony Robbins told me, if you don't say, you don't change lives. Those of you that want to be able to have access to the software and program, to be able to master all of this skill set that everything that we just taught you today, to be able to master it, whether you want to start an AI agency, whether you are a marketing agency, whether you're a copywriter, or whether you just want to basically just use it for your own business. Our AI Agency Accelerator program, we created that program for that purpose. And this is our paid community in the school. And also there's the software as well on the top. So then, okay, sorry, I just need to go next page. So this application, sorry, this program, to be able to buy the software, guys, you can go buy the software separately if you want to. However, I would suggest that the software is good. However, you still need to have access to the training, to the hand holding, to the support, and to be able to connect with the like-minded people. So it's very, very important to participate in the whole program, not just having access to software. And we just decided to make the program to be basically apply only. Like it's very exclusive by application. We don't sell this program to everyone, so you need to have a one-on-one with us to see if you're eligible. And what this takes in program is a commitment. We expect a full commitment from all the participants in this program. If you guys don't want to commit to it, then obviously this is not for you. Participate in the live sessions or watch the recording within 24 hours. It's very, very important to participate in live sessions. If you can't participate in live session because you work, you have other commitment, no problem at all. But try to watch the recording in the next 24 hours. It just takes an hour a day. If you cannot allocate, like we got 6 sessions, live sessions a week, not all of them might suit you, but there are 3 live sessions that probably you must attend. It's an hour each. it takes you like 3 hours a week just to catch up with the live recording. So it doesn't take a huge amount of commitment, but you still have to go catch up with those live sessions, because the live sessions has been designed to help you guys to get better in the funnels, in the Facebook coaching and all of that. And then execute the tailored strategy. Obviously, execution is a must for this program. We don't want to have the course junkie people that come down and learn and don't do anything. You must be promise me and commit that you're going to execute everything that you learn with our help. And also there's a one-on-one call opportunity. So you can apply for a one-on-one call with myself, which I don't usually offer this. This is the second time I'm actually opening this. It's usually with our account managers, but for today, I'm just going to limit it to 5 people only, application only for the first 5 people. And once you fill in the application, we're going to get back to you within 24 hours and tell you if your application is approved or not. If your application is approved, we invite you to a one-on-one strategy call with myself. And if it's not approved, then you can just continue enjoying the free resources in the free community until you're ready. So that's what the application is, and this is the link. This is a link, guys. You can apply now. So it's arpornos.com/apply now. We pop the link in the chat. Only limited to 5 people. So Tatiana already popped the link. So limited to 5 people only, to 5 applications. So yeah, go fill it up, first in best dress. And guys, by the way, this is not a sales call. I'm not here to do the sales call for you guys. This is just to give you pure strategy and value. So if you are applying for this program, you already need to make up your mind that you're ready to participate in the program. And during the call, I just give you a strategy, and then we're gonna say at the end of the call if it's a right fit or not. So it's definitely not a sales call. It's usually between 30 minutes to 45 minutes, and it's just to basically come up with a very, very tailored plan about where you are now, where you want to be, how you can achieve it, and if this program gonna suit you. So we reject a lot of the people if it doesn't suit you. If it suits you, we invite you to join the program on the call. And so yeah, definitely try to review. If you already made up your decision, you want to do it, do it. Otherwise, give opportunity to other people. So that's pretty much it, guys. That's the end of the session. And I know it's come to give you guys the snapshot of our webinar funnel. Who is excited for that? So guys, I'm gonna send you guys a snapshot in the next 5-10 minutes. In the meantime, if you guys have any question, we do a quick Q&A. And while I'm preparing to send it to you guys, if anyone have any question, please unmute yourself, raise your hand, and we're going to answer your questions. And just put in the chat, how much value did you get out of today? How much did you learn? Put in chat from 1 to 10. 1, I didn't learn anything, no value. 10 is that I've learned a lot, I got so much value. 1 to 10. Amazing. 10, 11, 10 plus plus plus. That was really good. 20, 10. Eye opener. Fantastic. So we learn a lot, right? Strategy, mindset, blueprint. And guys, I really, really appreciate it if you got value out of today's calls, if you can share with the world, and we share the link to our Klimbo. Tatiana can go share the link. And if you guys don't mind to leave us a testimonial in the Trustpilot, in Google, or video testimonial, anything you want. And then we usually do like a draw with the testimonial to guys, like usually once a week. If we get at least like 10, 20 testimonial, we do it like a draw, and one person gets selected randomly, and we give them one of our bestseller courses. So we definitely get awarded for that. So yeah, if you don't want, we appreciate that. That's a link. Tatiana just popped the link to the testimonial. And this is, by the way, this another thing that you guys can experience. This is how you can automate your testimonial process. If you click on the link, go Klimbo, is basically you can have video testimonial or Google Trustpilot all in one place, and then people can can do the video testimonial on the spot, and it automatically get embedded into our website. So we don't do anything manually. It's all automatically embedded the testimony into our website, and it completely automated process. Is a very, very good free AI software that I use. It's called Klimbo. So if you guys are needing help with that, this free AI software is one of the best thing that we ever discovered, and definitely try to use Klimbo. And then you go through the process to see how it works yourself. You just go to it, and then we have automated responses to the people that write the testimonial. So you go write a testimonial for us if you got value, and then you can try the process yourself. All right, so is there any questions on the call before I pass on the webinar funnel. Any question at all, guys?
I think we have a question from Irena.
Yes.
Irena, do you have a question? You're welcome to unmute yourself. She probably froze. Yeah, I think we can come back to her later.
Arena, you're frozen?
Looks like she is. And we have another question in the chat from Mila. What is the cost of the program, Atana?
5,000. Any more question, guys?
Yes, there's another question from Jessica. Can we start an AI marketing agency from scratch?
Yes, 100%. Absolutely. So I would say that at least 1/3 of the people in our paid program, they are starting completely from scratch, complete new beginners.
And another one from D. How long is the program membership for?
12 months.
It's a 12 months program. Yes. And Melanie, what do I need to say to get in? Just be yourself, your real goals, yes? And as Atina says, say your wildest goals, yes? Your true goals, the true goals to your heart. That's the most important thing. You got to have the real goal and believe in that. That's important.
Yeah.
Okay. Any more questions from anyone else?
Guys, if you're a beginner, that's absolutely fine. Obviously, if you complete absolute beginner to both business and marketing, you need to put more effort into it. As I said, that I have the huge success, but I come from the marketing background. And if you guys are completely zero, it might take you longer to achieve, a similar sort of result. It might not happen in 12 months, but it depends on your goals as well. But we're here to help you. We have all the resources available. We got 6 live sessions a week. That's a mastermind sessions. We got support for the Facebook ad. We got support for funnel. We got support for automation and GHL. So they have implementation call. We got a coaching calls. On top of that, we get an account manager to you guys to work with you one-on-one as well. So there's a lot of hand holding and support. There's the courses available. There's a community of the like-minded people that they're all supporting each other and they're making friendship, making partnership. And at the same time, we have so much fun too. Like we do a lot of fun things. We have mastermind sessions. We got 2 mastermind sessions a year. That is in person. We have a boot camp coming up next month, guys. 23rd to 25th of March, we have a boot camp, 3 days boot camp. During the 3 days boot camp, we literally go and build a business together. We used to sell all of this separately, like a boot camp. We sold it $3,000 6 months ago, and now we literally give it as a free inside this community, and the price is gonna increase very, very soon. The price of this program. So this is your opportunity. If you made a decision that you're all ready to go, you book a call with myself, and we get 5 people into the program this week. So yeah, book a call. Maybe Tatsana, if you don't mind, just to share the link again, and then we go from there. So even though we got more than 5 applications at the moment, but they're not all going to be approved, so that's fine. So I'm gonna talk to 5 people. So if we get 20 applications, 15 of them might get rejected, 5 get approved, then I'll just talk to 5 people. So it's still, you still got some time to go and do that.
And we have Irena coming back into the call. I can see her. Let's see if she still has a question. Irena, are you on the call with us? Do you still have a question to ask?
Yes, I'm here. Hi,
You're
everything
welcome.
collapsed on my computer all of a sudden after
We
wanting
could
to
see you
say
froze. We could see you
everything
freeze.
froze. Anyway, I
Yeah.
wanted to ask Athena if you can go back in the journey when you just started to put ads up for your course, like this first course, what was like 50, 70 people attended. So at that moment, I know that you actually haven't build up your, I don't know, Instagram profile, Facebook profile. I know you were mentioning that on other Zoom calls that you were actually not really, you know, a famous person in that
I
matter.
was no one before that.
Yeah. So I wanted to know, because I'm in pretty much the same situation. So I feel like if I put now ads about my offer and everything, you know, people will go and check me out. Like, what do you do? And basically, you know, I haven't been so loud in all of that, what I do. So like how this is like in a sort of way stopping me from like stepping forward to
Yeah.
go all in.
That's fair enough. So there is a few things that you could do. Number one is that no one cares about your Instagram. You guys will
Yeah.
be surprised that actually when you do paid ads, it's like 90% plus don't check your Instagram. This is limited belief again, right?
Mhm.
And at the end of the day, like it's not hard to build a Instagram profile. You build an Instagram profile, you start posting like 20 posts, and then who cares about the followers? Like no one cares. It's just you that caring about the followers, and you eventually build the followers. So that's not an issue at all. Like you could literally put together a social profile in a day, start getting some followers by inviting friends and family. All of a sudden you have 100 followers already. That's it. You can launch your campaign. But majority of people don't check it. Okay, so don't worry about that. When it's come to paid advertising, that's a good thing about it. The people usually don't care about your social profile. They don't check it. And number two is that it's come to the testimonial, right? To build a social proof. To build a social proof. So in the paid community, we provide that support to people. So we have a metaverse session, virtual reality. In the virtual reality, that's opportunity for our members actually to get to know each other. And we have the different theme. So we had a theme of for example, a couple of weeks ago about the testimonial. So basically all the members get connected with each other and everyone pitch about what can I offer you for free then in exchange of a video testimonial. And then the members got connected to each other. All of a sudden, everyone got 5 or 6 people that agreed that they give them something for free in exchange of the testimonial. So you use the power of the community to build those testimonials. That's what you need to do. You guys can help each other for free. Like every one of you is good in something, right? Someone is here as a psychologist. Do you want me to help you with the mindset, right? In exchange of, for example, testimonial. And someone else is good in the sales. Do you want me to create a sales script for you in exchange of that? So collaboration to build that. And the other way is that you could provide a service for free. Just literally reach out to the Dream 100 strategy that Russell Brunson teaches, is that you just go and contact the people in your phone, the people in the WhatsApp group, the people in the Facebook group. Like even you look at your phone, you already have probably a couple of hundred people in your contact. So the people that you know around you, just go give them something for free. Just like, for example, you want to create a Facebook ad, especially if you guys have access to software, you could literally create a copy in a matter of no time. And just give the people free value and do something for them for free, and in exchange of the testimonial, right? You can even go to the Facebook groups or in your LinkedIn and say DM me ASAP, and then it says that I'm going to select 5 business owners to transform their business, and I'm doing it for free, right? All of a sudden you go to a Facebook group, in a marketing group, you get people reply to you, and all of a sudden you start getting 5 free clients. You don't have to build an entire funnel for them, but you can help them with copy of the funnel. Maybe you can create a business context, right? Give them for free in exchange of it's not that difficult to build the testimonials. So you just need to make a decision and say, okay, I'm going to go all in. Then you start having your first free testimonial, then you have your, and then social proof, like social media, no one cares. So this is limited belief. Again, like back to the mindset again, I'm not good enough, I don't have enough proof. You could literally be a completely new beginner with no one knows you and still achieve this result. It's possible, but you need to start with your mindset. And I said that people talk about the, imposter syndrome. And I say imposter syndrome is because you're not good enough, because you haven't practiced the business yet. You haven't practiced marketing. The moment that you start realizing that, oh my gosh, no, I can build a multi-million dollar in 5 minutes, then you start building the confidence. There's no imposter syndrome after that, because you realize what you can achieve, that 99.9% of people, I would say, like, how many people in the world have access to these technologies and this, right? Not many, 0.0000. If you're going to see like, and then you're going to see this is opportunity. No, there is no imposter syndrome anymore, because you realize that you can do things that other people cannot do, your competitors cannot do. Is this marketing agency that is a 7-figure business, 8-figure business able to do that? No. We got a lot of the customers, 7, 8, 9 figures, that are using our tool to be able to achieve that, those sort of results and fulfill the clients. So that is your competitive advantage. That's how you can become the industry leader, because those people don't have access to the technology yet, but it will happen. sooner or later we become bigger. There's going to be other people coming that create similar things. And then in a year or 2 years time, everyone have access to sort of technology or modeling technology. But now it's not many. So this is your opportunity to build your branding, to start making your business there. By the time that comes to the situation that the whole world has access to it, you already built your empire, right? You already built your brand. So that's why you need to start now, not tomorrow, not next week, not next month, because we always want to procrastinate. We as a human, we're just looking for an excuse to procrastinate. And like my team knows me, every time that I come up with a strategy or something, and they said, when we're going to implement that, I said, right now, right now. I just implement it. I go connect with someone in the event, I immediately message them. Like I always get things done right now. Like if I make a decision, like to explore a software to do this, I'll do it right now. I don't do it tomorrow. Like for me, tomorrow is for the broke people, for the people that are a failure. So if you want to go down the path of the category of successful people, you make a decision 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You go all in. You just overthink everything. You overcomplicate everything, and your brains come in. And you know that Tony Robbins was explaining in the Funnel Hacking Live last week that our brain has been designed to be protect us. So it's a survivor brain. So survivor brain tells you not do anything, not take action. If you take action, that means you need to work hard. That means that's you're gonna stress yourself. You're gonna put pressure on yourself. That the brain said don't do it, and it come up with all of the. So your brain tells you not to do it, and it come up with all of the excuses to actually justify why it says no. Because our brain has been designed to be on a survival, and this is how we were born. What happened with all of the successful people? They rewire the brain. They rewire brain. I rewire my brain completely. I'm looking at this completely different. Every time that my survival brain was trying to kick in, I would do the opposite thing. And that's when I started seeing the success, right? So yeah, I hope that was helpful.
It was, yeah. It called
Thank
me.
you so much, Tina, for a great answer.
Thank
And thanks, Serena, for the question. So, are we ready for the final reveal? If we don't have any more questions.
Yes, okay. So I'm gonna show it in a second. Okay. Okay, so I'm just gonna give you, guys, I'm gonna give you read-only access, and you're just able to. So is there anyone here? This is for the Go High Level. So how many of you here are using Go High Level? Put in the chat. How many of you not using it? Put in chat yes if you're using Go High Level. Put no if you're not. Got a mix of yes and no. Okay, so guys, if you don't have a Go High Level yet, so if you have a Go High Level, you could import it straight away. So this is a link to Google Doc. And guys, by the way, I would want to emphasize this. This is the property of risk-free marketing. Like you must agree to terms and conditions when you access that. So basically, you're not allowed to share it with anyone, with any clients, or claim it as yours. You're more than welcome to use it for your own business, and you need to model it. Obviously, you can't use it word by word because this is ours, exactly how we taught you today. And you can only use it for your own purpose. You cannot go share it with anyone else or build a funnel using a snapshot for anyone else. So we just want to be clear about that. We don't want it to be shared for free to the entire world. And this is just exclusive to the people in this webinar as well. If there's someone is not as in this webinar or they left earlier, they're not accessing that. It's just for the 44 people that are in the core at the moment. So that's about that. Guys, by the way, also if you don't have a Go High Level, if you click on that, so Tatiana, what about if you do this? I'm just gonna share the screen quickly, see what happens when you click on that and how you can actually use it. Share the screen. So when you click on this, it takes you to the Go High Level. If you have a Go High Level icon already, this is what you see. AR pronos webinar funnel copy, okay? And then you just follow the prompt. You add the funnel, and once you add the funnel, you have the funnel. And you can go and edit it. This is what it called. If you don't have a Go High Level, that's gonna prompt you to this page. incognito. You guys probably can't see the incognito, can you?
No, we
but
don't see anything.
yeah, it's gonna prompt you to the page that the Tatiana, do you mind to click on that link and tell me what you can see? Or maybe I just log out of the sign out of
Yeah.
the I'll just sign out of the GHL. Yeah, it tried to critique because you have to create a GHL account first. So guys, what I'll do is that I'll give you, if you guys want to get the free trial to the GHL, we could use our link to be able to do that. I'll just going to provide you guys the link to the, so this is what you need to do. I'll pop it in the link in the Google Doc as well. So if you don't have a GHL account, okay, if you don't have a GHL account, sign up here first. So you need to sign up through our GHL link and then go click on the import. So I'll also go add it in the Google Doc. That's what you need to do. If you guys not using GHL, you're using ClickFunnels, we can provide a snapshot of the ClickFunnels to you guys if you're part of the paid community. Okay. So I just added into the Google Doc as well. Then import this into your GHL account. And guys, if you guys needed to have access to the all the automation sequences and also need hand holding and help with about launching this funnel, like connecting your domain, change the URL, and all sort of that. If you guys join the paid program, then you're gonna get access and help for all of that as well. So you could basically go and launch it. Other than that, you can just Google it or try to get some help from someone that, if you get stuck anyway, it just depends. Like the funnel is already built there, you just need to change a copy, but then you have to go and make it live by connecting your domain to your GHL. So someone asking, he has added a, so yeah, sorry. So guys, ask your question in the group chat because there's so many private messages here, I won't be able to catch up with them. That's it. So in terms of like what is it better? So GHL and funnel, ClickFunnels, they're both good. We use both of them. We use okay, so we basically, this webinar funnel we originally created in the ClickFunnels. That's how we could win the Come Club. But GHL is, if you're a beginner and you haven't explored either of them yet, I would recommend GHL. Unless you want to win the Tacoma Club, that's different. To be able to win the Tacoma Club, it must be in the ClickFunnels. If you don't care about Tacoma Club award, then GHL is better because you can have everything in one place. You could have your email marketing, you could have your SMS, you could have your pipelines, you could have your CRM, your funnels, everything in one place. So with the GHL, you can get rid of the entire subscription that you have, even calendar, like everything in one place. You're gonna save a lot of money on basically, you know, a lot of different subscription. So that's what we recommend. What about if someone asks in the chat, what about if I'm newbie? I don't know how to use GHL. So we have a comprehensive GHL course and training inside the paid community, AIpreneurs Agency Accelerator, that you guys can go watch it. And then we also have implementation call every week to help you with the implementation. So if you go watch the course and say, okay, I got to stuck in this, I need hand holding, this mastermind implementation call has been designed to help you guys with GHL and funnel. So then you can attend those calls. So that's another thing. So no worries, if you're absolute beginner, you can still learn this skill set. Use Go high level. Yeah, it doesn't any industry will work. Like a software, the program, and GHL, it works with any industry. It's not industry specific. So whether you're a marketer, whether you're life coach, whether you're real estate, it could work with all of them. ClickFunnels copy is only provided to paid members, and because that's our Tucumã Club. Then because the connection it has with Tucumã Club, we just provided some payment there. Is the system.io good for fun? No, it's not. It's well, the problem with system.io is like with the GHL, you could obviously build these professional funnels, and then we use GHL, and then we have all the snapshots that we need, like a building block, automation, everything is in there. Just using the system.io is, I don't know, I don't recommend it. So we don't use it ourselves. Like if it works for someone, that's good for them. It just, we are very much into GHL, go high level. If some people use it, they get result, and that's good for them, but I don't use it, I don't recommend it. So as usual, Atana, thank you for Asa. Have a coaching session to prep for. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much, guys. We went for over 2 hours, and we still have 42 people left. So guys, go try that. Please share with the community, guys. If you go and build a funnel and model it using our snapshot, please share it with the community and us, because we also have every month we have AR Partner of the Month, which is basically is a person that have the biggest win. So definitely try to share it with us. If you become AR Partner of the Month, you're going to get access to some of the paid courses, and then you're also going to have a one-on-one coaching with myself. So definitely try to share it. If you build a funnel out of this funnel, please share it with the community. And if you need more help, please let us know. We're happy to help you to go from there. If you need help with the script of the webinar, automation part, nurturing sequences, and offer. So that's basically the three other things you need to be able to have the whole system. You need to have a perfect offer, which we can help you to build those offer. And you need to have a webinar script, and you need to have automation for sequences. So that's basically three other things that you need in combination with this funnel to be able to get the result. All right, no worries. Anything else, guys? Who's the winner of today? So Tatiana, yes, you announce it later. So I think it's quite late for Tatiana. She's in Europe at the moment. So I think she 100%. I think when she wakes up, she's gonna do it in the morning. And guys, I just popped the link again. We have a lot of application came through, but they might not all get approved. So if you guys want to have a chat, if you already made up your mind that you want to join the community, this is the last chance to apply. Please apply. There's a system time, and then hopefully if you get approved, then you get to have a one-on-one call with myself. Thanks again, and I appreciate you all, and we'll see you soon in the community again. Cheers, bye.
Thank you everyone so much for tuning in. Cheers. Have a lovely day.
Thank you.